Oh my god, I was just about to show you guys the toilet. That sounds weird. Let me continue. Because it would not stop running, and I was getting so mad. Because the internet is still not working. They're supposed to come today to fix it. When Zach called, they had said that someone did not need to be here because he let them know he wasn't going to be. And then today they called him and said, hey, you need to let us in. And he's like, well, I'm in North Carolina or Virginia. North Carolina. So I cannot. God, did I mention how much I hate Xfinity? I really do. I'm not one of those that complains about companies very often, but I have a passionate hatred for Xfinity and Comcast, which they're like the same thing, so. Anyway, I think everyone hates their internet provider. I'm pretty sure that's like a thing that you're supposed to do. Anyway, so still, day 3 now, no internet. Kinda sucks. Good for my writing, sort of, though I kind of need internet to research, but still kinda sucks. Starting to freak out a little bit. Was supposed to hand in my project, haven't been able to do that, haven't been able to work on it for my freelance work. I was gonna go to Barnes & Noble today to just do it, but now they're supposed to come tomorrow during the day, so I have to take time off work. Thanks, Xfinity. Thank you. But yeah, I got a lot of writing done this morning. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick get unready with me while I talk, because I haven't done one in a while. I gotta get my little stand. Can you tell I'm feeling irritable today? I'm really sorry. I'm gonna get over it, so I'm not gonna be negative in these vlogs. Okay, now we're positive. I've been struggling with negativity lately. And I'm a positive person. Somebody save me. Okay. Yeah. You gonna hold camera? I'm trusting you. Have you ever had one of those days when it feels like everyone and their mother is messaging you? I'm having one of those days. I think I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. So, what was I talking about? Oh, I actually got a lot of writing done today. I worked on the T because the T, we got held up for like 20 minutes because there was a disabled train in front of us and then police activity. My life. Do I look like I'm tragically crying? Should I make that my thumbnail? I just soaked my pants. I worked for a little bit more, so I think I'm at like 2 hours today, which is great. I'd love to put in another hour. All right, I can tell I'm being negative. I don't like that. Haley, you've got a really wonderful life. What great is going for you? You've had a few hiccups today and this week, but that does not a miserable life make. Get over it. Give myself some tough love. See, normally Zach is here to make me laugh. He's not here. It's just me. By myself. All by myself. I can't even watch funny YouTube videos and cheer myself up because I don't have Wi-Fi. I mean, I still have been watching some videos, but it's like real commitment. It's like back to dial-up days. So I'm on the Xfinity hotspot thing. Thanks, Xfinity, for looking out for me. I did it again. I was negative. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? A plan of action for the rest of the week. Kind of like my little tufts out. So 2 out. Is to do another hour. If I do 3 hours a day, I think I'm actually gonna catch up because I think I only need to do 2 hours a day technically to catch up. So I'm doing good. At this rate, do I think I would be finished revising my first draft in full by the end of the month? Hell no. However, am I optimistic that by the end of July, I will still have my revisions done? Yes. I've been listening to Stephen King's On Writing book on audio for the first time. I mean, I've read it many times, but I'm listening to it for the first time on audiobook. He's not the greatest narrator, but I do like actually hearing him read it because it's kind of, I don't know, it makes it feel more personal. It's reminding me a lot of things that I already knew. reminded me of a lot of things I already knew. One of which is he hates outlining. He does not believe in outlining. He thinks if you have to write down any idea that it obviously isn't good enough to remember. He said the only thing he's ever written down was once he wrote something down on a napkin and he ended up losing the napkin anyway. I don't know if that was the only time he's written something down, but he just mentioned it in his story. And while I don't think I'll ever be quite that severe, because there is a joy in outlining, especially if you're gonna have a lot of mystery and interconnecting elements to your plot, I get what he's saying. And it's something I've been talking about in these vlogs a lot this month, and that's that I'm trying, this is all that was left of my floss. It's something that I'm trying to do this month and in the future, and it's to let go of my story a little bit. It's scary because you feel like if you just completely let go, they're just gonna wander off and they're never gonna focus back to where a story is gonna happen. But I think there has to be an element of trust, and I think there has to be an element of, if that's not the way the story goes, then it's not a very good outline, or it's not a very good plot. You know, if you're just following what your characters naturally would do anyway, that's gonna lead you to the best story possible. And if it does start to wander, you can always just, you know, throw in a wrench. If they're wandering off the beaten path, make them a reason to follow the path, or give them a reason to follow the path, force them to. But not like actually typing them and making the decision for them, but it's like in the Hunger Games when Katniss isn't, like, she's walking to the edge of the arena, and so they literally start a forest fire and force her to go into where the action is. That's what you should be more like. Not like a puppeteer and your puppets are dancing exactly how you want, but I would say like a game master in the Hunger Games, where you're throwing these characters in that, yeah, you're providing them their world and their situation, but you want them to just, you know, fight and play. And I'm not advocating that we should be killing innocent children, but I hope you get my analogy. If you haven't run the Hunger Games, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I've been on a raw onion fix. I just had, what do they call it? Garden salad? House salad? I don't know, it's just peppers, onions, spinach, and Italian dressing. And that's good, but now all I taste is onions. I can't do that. I know I have vented about this a lot. The whole idea of letting go of the plot and letting your story be character driven. And I've said it to myself 1,000 times too, and I don't know why I'm still struggling or hung up on it. I guess in my mind, I feel like, okay, this is exactly why, I'm just gonna be honest. I put so much work into my first draft. I mean, I spent literally half a year working diligently on it and finishing it and outlining it, and even more than that, probably 8 months with the outline. And what if I have to start over? Like, what if, I don't know, what if I start doing character driven and I have to start over, and it just feels like that feeling of if you worked so hard for something only to find out it didn't matter and you have to start from the beginning. And I know what you're gonna say, like, because it's what I tell myself too, that if that's, first of all, if that's what ends up happening, let it happen. Like, you want your story to be the best it can be. Don't hold on to crap just because you spent a lot of time making it crap. Like, no, you want the best possible version of your story that you can. And second, any time you spent writing has made you a better writer in general. It's not wasted time. And I know these things, and I tell myself these things all the time. But it's still really hard. It's hard to let go because I do like the premise of my story a lot. And I like the general direction of it. But I can't help but shake the glaring problem, and that's that it's not character-led. And that's why I think it feels superficial at times. And it's hard to admit, because I think a lot of people come on here on YouTube and give writing advice and talk about their book and what they've done right and all of these great, wonderful things that part of me feels alone admitting I might have messed up. like a lot. And I don't think I did, but I don't know. I think I just need to take the plunge. The plunge I've not been wanting to take. And that's that, to stop revising my draft just for a second and just try writing without a plan, with my characters, with my situation, and see what happens. And maybe it will still work its way back in, because if I keep all my characters, they have to meet eventually, right? So maybe that some of that storyline will come back in, but I know that's what I need to do. And I think I've been very resistant towards it, for the reason a lot of people are resistant towards fixing something or starting fresh with something when they spent a lot of time doing something else and they don't want to be told they have to start over. That's the point I'm at. It kind of feels good to admit that. Whew. Okay. Can I just say something really quick? And this is not me being negative, this is me being hilarious. My mother, who never has her phone on, who never answers on the first ring, who always keeps it on silent, who doesn't even listen to her voicemail before calling you back, 3 days later, mind you, called me, I admit, while I was going to the bathroom, so I did not answer it, thinking, okay, I'll call her back after we're done with this. And then she not only messages me, but texts me and tries all these routes to get in touch with me, saying, hi Haley, I'm home, tried to call but no answer. Please, woman, you can't talk about no answer. Okay. Oh, Mom. She's gonna watch this and she's gonna laugh because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Time for the mouthwash. Okay, last quick thought, and then I'll turn this off for now. So to get more specific about one of the issues with my character not being led beginning chapters is that, so Anna, I don't know how much I've talked about my characters. I'll reveal really quickly. Anna is one of the main characters. She is the holder of the Phoenix, which is one of the crystal skulls. And with the Phoenix, she has gained the ability, or the curse, however you want to look at it, of immortality. She cannot die. And so, having been alive so long, she knows about the missing crystal skull, and it's basically been her life's effort to help find it and help fix this wrong, since the guardian of the missing crystal skull did not do their duty of protecting it. And so she feels that it is her job as a guardian to find it, save humanity, blah blah blah. And so, in the beginning chapter, Anna is confronted by two cousins and their friend, Jess, Paul, Alex, who know about the crystal skulls, who find out about Anna. They're very excited, they want to go on an adventure basically, and they confront her and say, hey, we want to help, we know what your problem is, to put it lightly. I'm really paraphrasing here. And we think we can help. And she's like, at the beginning, yeah, no. So Anna's a bit of a loner, you know, she's lived a really long time and has gotten used to people dying all around her. And she, as part of her protection, guardian of the skulls, you know, doesn't want mere mortals knowing about it, and she feels it's her duty to keep a secret. And so in chapter 1 though, they persuade Anna to let her take them with her to, you know, find other guardians who perhaps know where the skull is. And the problem with that even as I was writing it, I was like, you know, Anna has kept her identity a secret for over 100 years, her current identity. And in the course of like an hour conversation with these three strangers, she's just persuaded to take them with her. No, like, she would not do that. And I've learned that about her the more I've written and the more I've unraveled her character as I've written. And so looking back at chapter 1, how easily persuaded she was, even with their tempting offer of, well, you'll see, I still think, no. Like, she wouldn't do it. She would try and shake them off some way. Like, she would lie. She would, I don't know. And so that part's really jarring for me too. And that's another thing that needs to be fixed, because, you know, it's basically her driving point in life, because she really has nothing else going for her. And she wants to right this wrong. And so the fact that she would just be like, oh yeah, I guess you're right, sure, yeah, you can come along, I'll reveal all my secrets. No, she wouldn't do that. So that's my thoughts. Okay, enough blabbering. I have to call my mom back. And I have to finish my last hour of work and, ooh, my hair. And hopefully edit at least week 1 vlog, even though I won't be able to upload it. So as you already knew, because this isn't gonna be posted until next week, that is why the previous week was late. Didn't have Wi-Fi, sorry. Okay, enough this blabbering, I'm gonna go. Good chat, guys. Thanks for hearing me out. See ya in my next clip. My internet is back and I'm so happy, but first I'm going to have some wine and cheese and watch Wild, which is one of my top favorite movies. And then I gotta get to work. Though I've been doing a lot today and a lot the last few days. Guys, I really think I'm gonna finish. I'm so excited. Not finish, catch up. You know what I mean. It is pouring out right now. I came home from work today and my socks and sneakers and raincoat are soaked through. Yes, my raincoat soaked through. Guess it's not a very good raincoat. Today is Wednesday, which means Zach comes home really late tonight, so technically Thursday. He comes home at like 2 a.m. I'm excited. It's just been very quiet. Like, I'm someone, honestly, I enjoy solitude. I could be alone on a desert island and yeah, I get lonely sometimes, but it really wouldn't faze me that much. I think I could just last a lot longer than other people could, not technically survival-wise, but just solitude-wise. Like, I'm perfectly content being alone. I choose to be with Zach because I like to be with Zach, not because I am lonely. Does that make sense? But I am still really excited to see him. I have missed him. It's actually the longest we've been apart for over a year. Because last February I went with my mom to the Dominican Republic, which was super fun. But that was the last time we had spent the night away from each other, I think. So that part's kind of weird. Though we kind of go to bed at separate times anyway. So it hasn't been too odd, I guess. I think the weirdest part was how not weird it was. I was expecting it to feel super empty and strange. But I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of last year when I was at home all the time and Zach was at work, and that's just what it felt like. So I guess I'm used to it. Also, my teeth and tongue are purple because I had some wine. Game plan for tonight is going to be finish cleaning up the apartment. It's actually been super easy to maintain since he hasn't been here, but I want it to be looking so good because I love when you come home from vacation, your apartment is just super clean. I always try and make sure that my apartment is like top notch when I leave for a trip because I love coming home to a clean apartment. Then I'm hoping to edit my week vlog, which will take a while, and hopefully get some writing in. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to crank out 3 hours like I have been doing, which has been amazing, but I think at least an hour, I'm hoping. And I still think I might be fighting off something. Also, I wanted to say huge congrats to Jenna Moresi, whose book, The Savior's Champion, launched yesterday. I forgot to mention it yesterday, at least I don't think I mentioned it yesterday. I'm so excited that other people are going to be able to read it. My friend Kylie has already asked me about it, and she bought a copy for herself, which is so exciting. And yeah, I'm just so excited that everyone gets to read it now because I can start theorizing with people and it will be great. Oh, my toenails are long. Ew. Also out yesterday was Candace Cameron Burr's Kind is the New Classy, her newest book. If you follow me on Goodreads, you will know I really like to read Candace Cameron Burr's books. They're not going to change the world with their writing anytime soon, though whoever co-authors does a really good job, because sometimes, I mean, maybe Candace writes, you know, a huge part of them too, but I'm always kind of skeptical when a busy celebrity puts out a book. It's like, did you have a co-author? Did you? I think she did though, and she admits that. But they're such positive books, and even though they're very preachy and very religious, if you can kind of, if that's not something that you relate to, if you can kind of see past it and see the message in general that she's trying to say, I don't know, they always make me feel better. And I love listening to her audiobooks because she has such a soothing voice. It's like listening to mom's advice. But oh, I'm super excited because I ordered her book from Barnes & Noble and got a signed copy because I pre-ordered. So I'm actually super excited to have Candace Cameron Bure's signature, or autograph, I mean. I'm excited. All right, I have to stop stalling. I have to clean. First step of cleaning is going to be putting away all of our winter boots and bringing out all of our summer ones, because it's officially going to be 80 degrees on Tuesday. I'm calling it. I'm officially calling it. I put away the winter coat last week and I'm putting away the shoes this week. I think, guys, summer's on its way.